Five Investigates has put together multiple videos from different angles of the deadly encounter. And tonight we have the key moments experts believe investigators will be focused on.
Investigative reporter Ryan Raish has been going through the videos frame by frame.
Yeah, it's incredible how many people online have become use of force experts overnight. We are not going to reach any conclusion here. That's for investigators, but we are stitching together the videos to highlight the key moments that could define this case. The three shots fired at Renee Good happen in a span of roughly 1 second. But experts say those three shots should not all be treated the same.
If we are doing the frame-by-frame analysis, there is a big difference as far as the threat.
Rob Dorr is a defense attorney and the head of the Gun Owners Law Center. We watched every angle with him of the deadly encounter.
What is the significance about the number of shots?
The first shot seems to be while the vehicle is advancing towards him, and from one angle looks like potentially makes contact with them.
From above, we can clearly see the agent in front of the car. And Dorr says you could make an argument for deadly force, but that quickly changes.
The second and third shot that we see in the video comes from the side driver's window. That becomes part of the analysis. Is he's out of the zone of danger at that point. And then is it reasonable for him to continue firing being outside of the zone of danger?
Here it is again.
If the officer is no longer in the zone of danger and he realizes that he's not in the zone of danger, then he loses the ability to use deadly force.
To add yet another layer to the analysis, experts believe investigators will key into whether the agent could have taken evasive action. In other words, could he have jumped out of the way?
Use of force is always supposed to be the last resort. And if you're using it in self-defense, it's after you've exhausted every other means.
Now, there's one close-up shot of the agent walking by one of the onlookers, and it does not appear that he's wearing a body camera. That's one piece of evidence we have not seen, and we may never see that. It does appear the agent is holding a phone throughout this ordeal, possibly trying to take video of this whole encounter. That may be another key piece of evidence if, in fact, that's what happened. We saw some shots of that in some of the frames of video. So we'll see if that ever comes out. It could be key for investigators.
So much of it's so subjective.
A lot of people taking videos, too.
A lot of people have their own opinions. They almost want to see what they believe, and it's very difficult to piece this all together.
Like you said, a lot of experts out there today.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks,
Ryan, thank you.